What's up and welcome to the Indie Credible Podcast, a weekly podcast where we get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. This week we're going to talk... Actually, I don't know what we're going to talk about because I don't know what you guys have played.
But we're all here.
We're all here. We are all here. Dan is back. Annie Canny after midnight. I think a lot of people were worried about you getting wet and turning to gremlin, so he's not a gremlin.
Did you see my Mogwai thing I put up?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
No.
That's because it's on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
But we, as always, we talk about what we've been playing. We go through this week's best, not all the indie game news, because there's a lot of news, but we pick the kind of cherry pick the top ones we think you should know about. And then this week, the main topic is going to be evolving around the BAFTA. The BAFTA obviously it's like the last award ceremony from last year, because these are based on 2017 games.
And it stands for
the British
Academy Film and Television Awards.
See, I knew that one.
But gaming's not in there anywhere.
Well, no, because
I thought it was the British Association for Film, but you're right, it's the Academy, yeah. But the gaming one, I think, started 3 years ago. I
think it's longer than that now,
isn't it? But anyway, it's really good. And what's really good about the BAFTAs, or this year's BAFTAs, is so many indie games are in there, and we're going to predict who's going to win it. And I think it airs on the 12th of April, and then we can go back and see who got our predictions right.
Are we doing the loser buys pizza and beers again, like we did for Game Awards?
For the what?
Yeah.
For the Game Awards.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Anyway. We were all over the place.
I love the fact that we just discussed this shit with you guys on the podcast.
You're part of the process.
Yeah. You'll see now who our names actually are. Lewis, Dan, Tom. We haven't even introduced ourselves.
We haven't done that in weeks.
We have to think about this, but this could be someone's first episode.
I hope
okay.
Don't you?
That is true.
I listened
I'm
to
so sorry, guys.
Keep
going. We are actually quite
sorry
good.
you're here. How did you get here?
To a lot of our podcasts, and I always think, why are they doing this? But then I think, actually, I found like a podcast on like the 400th episode. I'm not going to go back and watch the previous 400, so it's good to know what they're doing.
I'm not going to lie, I feel like we've slipped on our intros in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Because you used to be quite on it. It'd be like, welcome to the podcast, here's our Twitters, here's our website, we're the best. And then now it's just sort of like, hello, so video games, guys.
But you will see now, I just want to quickly, one thing I will plug before we go into what we've been playing. You'll see now some names going across the screen. They are our patrons. These guys support us. Minimum of $1 a month. And for that, they get exclusive pre and
go the other way as well.
They get exclusive pre and post show content. and yeah, so this week we spoke about. Well, I ranted a fair bit, and
it's a good 20 to 30 minutes worth of content before it even starts.
Just having a chat.
It's not indie game stuff. It's just all sorts really. And you also get $1 gets you a week early access to 2 other monthly podcasts we do. Not so indie show podcast, where we talk about clues and title, anything other than indie games, and the what we loved, where we rank our top 3 things from the previous month. So,
though I will say, with the not so indie show, you'll be surprised how often we talk about indie games.
Yes,
and it's weird because
they are our most listened to or top listened episodes.
The not so indie ones.
Not so indies
because they're so bored of us talking about indie games.
I think
talk about indie games.
I was thinking about this. What's the only thing that's got? And it's the extraordinary.
And it's a completely different podcast with a different theme that's much broader.
Well,
in a wider
audience.
So
the tags. Obviously.
No, it's the quiz.
It's obviously the quiz.
Yeah.
Lewis is so great at quizzes.
Oh, yes, I am. Anyway, should we go on to what we've been playing? Because we always start with what we've been playing. It's the first segment. Who wants to start us off? Well, we know what you've been playing.
I don't know what you've been playing, mate.
He's been playing the same game for the last 3 weeks.
I've been away for 2 weeks. I've been away for 2 weeks.
Broken Age.
Oh yeah, I've seen that online. That's all it says underneath your name.
I've been playing a lot of it. I've not played much this week because I've been quite busy, but that's the only game, full stop, that I've been playing. Spoke about it a lot last week. If you want to hear me,
you got me near the end now, haven't you?
What?
Got me near the end.
Probably, I guess so. Yeah. It's
So is it like really that good that you?
It's fucking excellent. Yeah. The puzzles are great. Art's great. Music's great. Story's great. I'm great.
Brilliant. So it's the whole bundle.
It's the full package.
So if you can pick up the copy that comes with Tom,
I'd buy that one. It's the only one worth buying.
I have.
You're right, Dan.
I nearly spat my beer out. It nearly came right out my nose. That real painful sort of.
I've had a bit of a mishmash. I played one game a lot, but I can't.
Fortnite.
Well, I played that.
I
That up there, spoiler alert, they've been playing Fortnite.
I've played an indie game a lot this week. I can't talk about it because it's under embargo and it's review. The releases on next week. I can't say the day. I've talked about it.
You can't say when it releases.
When I say it's under embargo, and now I'm going to say something bad about it, then I can't. If I say when it releases, people will soon work out what the game is.
Okay.
Because it's. I think there's only 2 games releasing on that day.
Oh, okay.
So
it's 1 or 2
the
guys.
other
50.
I'm really struggling to. I'm not enjoying it at all.
Oh, okay.
And it's a game that I was really looking forward to playing. It's not fun at all.
I've had the lowdown before the
It's
podcast.
I'm not going to go bang on about loads because I can't. There's no point me just being elusive because people are like, oh, what is it? The review will be up on Thursday because that is when I'm allowed to post a review, and then I'll talk about it in more depth on next week. I've also played Yucatan. I played the demo.
Game of the year.
I'm so the top score now at the moment is 6 minutes 48. My score is 7 minutes 12.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be the
Which
very
bit
best.
is it doing? Because the
Like,
one
no
we
one
did
ever
at
was.
the thing, we were a lot quicker
to
than
get that top score is my real test, and to train it is my goal.
Oh, fucking hell.
I will travel across the land. I'll search far
And that's
wide.
where you stop. Because then the joke goes on too long.
No, but that's part of the humour, isn't it? Surely pushing
But
it
then
beyond.
if you're going to go
Mate,
for a long joke,
I
it has
see-
to be longer than
I
that.
say that was 3 minutes.
It has to go on for like
Or it has
6
to be
minutes long.
good.
I say that was
For
3
a
minutes.
start.
It's not even that.
That was 3 minutes too short. I should have done the whole song. But anyway, no, I've been played Yucatan. So the demo that's available on PC. If you go to the Indie Creator website, actually, there's an article about it, and the demo is linked through that. It's for those who don't know, it's like a Mexican-inspired neon low poly arcade racer that has. I'd call it a puzzle racer more than anything because the latter levels have a rule. You have to manipulate the movement of the car to stay on the track. And the only
It
competitive.
reminds me so much of the movement of the car, very much of F-Zero X.
Yeah.
But
Apart from
GameCube,
the
mate.
draw distance is a lot better.
Was it? Yeah, fucking easily.
Yeah.
GameCube is not a console that was in my
It was out
wheelhouse.
PlayStation 2
I know when it was out, right?
I didn't
It
have
just
a
wasn't
GameCube.
that.
I
I'm
didn't have a
aware of the
GameCube either.
GameCube.
My friend had a GameCube.
I had a
GameCube.
PS2 and an Xbox, and I have
never had
of a GameCube.
I never had OG Xbox or GameCube.
Didn't
I
like
was
them that much.
PS all the way. I wasn't cheating on my little box of love.
He used to fuck his PlayStation.
Hell
It didn't
yeah, I
work.
did.
It was filled with jizz.
Did you have a slim version or the?
Well,
He had to have slim, so
Yeah,
when the
that's
you could feel the edges.
when the Slim came out, I had to have the Slim. I used to be that annoying kid that would like not annoying.
No!
Just
Yeah.
leave it there.
No!
Obviously.
We're all shocked.
Holy fuck!
That every time a new colour come out, I'd buy it.
Did you have a job?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, you were old.
So no, when
I was thinking of it in the context of how I was when PS2 was out.
So when
I was
PS2
way too young to be working.
when PS2 first came out, I was
Red
probably
boy.
I was probably too young. But it wasn't until like 3 or 4 years into its cycle where they started releasing the new
It's
colours.
such a real realisation. It's like, oh yeah, you guys
You
are
are a
old.
lot younger than us.
Yeah. No, PS2 was like that was my bread and butter. That was the console
Yeah.
that was the big one.
It was it's such a good console.
Xbox was great as well.
The load up screen is so good on PS. Just something about the PS2.
I really want to pay for the PS4 theme. That's the PS2.
Oh, what, to have it so it boots up like PS2? Yeah.
It costs money, but I always look at it. I'm like, oh, I'm
It's
buying
kind of tempting,
that.
isn't it?
I never buy themes, but I look at it. I look at the video. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I love the fact you went really deep and right.
So I have played.
Mac. I was standing in my room, just naked underneath it, flashing.
I have played Yucatan. The demo, I think, if you were to be rubbish at it, would take you 15 minutes at most. Like, yeah,
we loved
it's fun.
it.
We played it.
It's
It's
literally-
literally
we kept
part of the
coming
left
back,
field
didn't we? Yeah.
collection,
It's the
and we
exact
did. We
same-
went back all the time.
exact same amount of the demo we played
Dev
with
was a
GX.
good guy as well.
But the
Yeah,
difference is it's a lot more polished now. There's a lot more you notice a lot more polish to it. And the full game,
Well, he's got more people working on it now.
There's one other guy working on
Because
it, yeah.
when we saw it was just him.
Joe Bain.
and he had done
And
a
then
great job.
He'd done a brilliant job.
Yeah.
And then he was like, at some point, I hope maybe to get someone else on so I don't have a panic attack.
The full
he
game
didn't actually
is
say
coming
that,
to.
but it was pretty much that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
The full game's coming to PS4 and PC later this year, and it looks to offer 2 hours of racing challenges against
2
the
hours.
I'm gonna make a
2
beeline
hours.
for it when we get to rest. I'm just gonna like, be like where's Yucatan? And be like looking for that.
I
straight
don't think
away.
it's that rest.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's not in the left field collection. I don't know if it's.
I don't want to go there.
No, he wouldn't be in the other one yet, would he?
I don't know. I have to wait and see. He might announce last minute, but
I just assumed.
I've also played. So I've played some of the Long Reach. Finally got a code through for that, and there was a bit of confusion around codes. I haven't played enough to have a full talk about the game. I've only played about half an hour because I got the code like 11:30 last night, and I installed it, and I was like, I'm going to play this now. But as you know from the demo we played, there's a lot of reading. Which is not bad because you got the idea is it's like a classic LucasArts point and click adventure. So you need to read the conversations because they all act towards the puzzles.
Yeah.
So I was like reading it in bed, like dozing off, and I was like, I've got to play this because I know it's only going to be probably a 3-4 hour game. I just need to sit down and go, this is what I'm doing now for the next 3 or 4 hours, and be it. So I'm going to do that tomorrow morning. But from what I've played so far, it's really, really nice. I love the pixel artwork to it. I love the real dark humour to it.
This is the one that I have a code for, yeah.
No, you got another one. And this one only come out this week, and it's and I like the look of where the horror elements are going to go. I can only say that because I've not got there yet, but where it's steering towards in the first 30 minutes, I'm like, this could be really cool. I've also obviously I'll chat about Fortnite. You're going to talk about Fortnite.
No, I played loads of other stuff, so you can go on as well.
I'll talk about Fortnite in a second. The Trail Frontier Challenge, do you remember I mentioned that last week?
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know if I like this game, I don't know if I dislike the game. Hate it.
All right, well.
Okay, there you go.
We found a solution. The cliffhanger from last episode has been resolved.
Yeah. Okay, hate is maybe harsh. So I played 4 hours.
He detests it.
Going into last episode, and I had no idea what the game was. Like, I nearly sent you this game. I'm so glad I didn't. You would have probably thrown your Switch out the window.
No, I would just send him dick pics.
This is
what I think of your
present though. That's
a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah, wow.
When I see my dick, it's really weird.
Good.
It's got faces on it.
I do painting.
And it can
Hang it up
Oh
here.
my god.
I may have just gone over the screen there, by the way, Lewis. I apologise for that.
Fine. The Trail Frontier Challenge is literally the most walking sim of a game you can get in terms of, and it's third person. You literally run down trails and you collect items around you, and then you use those craft and you go further.
I don't know if that can be beyond eyes for the title of Ultimate Walking Sim.
But this is you don't even control the walking.
But you said
you press
whoa, pardon?
You press up, and then for that section of the trail, you spin around and tap R. Or is it RZ? I think they call it on the Switch. And it grabs items. That's the game. You don't walk. And the idea of it is that there's all these crafting things that you get better clothes, so then you can go through cold environments, and you can buy a house, and you can build. So there's a community aspect to it. I've got to the community aspect now. It's so shallow that 6
you
hours.
You felt so optimistic when you talked about it last week.
Yeah, 6 hours I've put into it overall now, and I will not be going back to it. I've really struggled. The last 2 hours I've really, really struggled to play through.
Tom subtly opens beer.
I think
that was the least subtle beer opening on the planet.
Fucking amazing.
I think
you done?
I finished Symmetry.
Oh, okay.
I finished Symmetry. Finally, I got 2 of them off the planet. I didn't save all 3, so I technically haven't seen. I don't know. I'm sure you get a different ending if you get all 3 off the planet. But I got 2 off the planet. I had to eat one of them.
Oh man, I fucking love that game.
Like 6-7 hours.
Any game where you've got to eat something.
Like, it's really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, really enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, I'm probably not going to play it anymore now because although I could go back and I say that probably a game in 18 months' time. I see it on my Steam library and I go, "Ooh, I'll give that another go now." But it's hard. It's really hard to get. There's a lot of logical thinking, and one bad mistake from you, game over.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to be thinking ahead. And finally, I played quite a lot of Fortnite.
We've played quite a lot of Fortnite.
No, that small.
I played Fortnite.
Anyone wants to?
It's not an indie game, so jog on.
Anyone wants to be carried through squads? Just sign us up.
Oh my god!
I remember when Lewis was telling me about how his ex-students, children, were carried him through the game.
19 now.
Kids, aren't they?
As
long as they're younger than me.
How old are you?
21. So,
something really camp happened the other day when I was playing Fortnite.
You?
Yeah,
we're all shocked.
I was playing Fortnite, and I'm trying every time I get a sniper rifle because the snipers are hard to learn in that game. They're good because they give you instant feedback on your bullet, but they're really hard to to like actually get down. And Sarah was in there on her phone and all that, and this guy was running across Loot Lake, so he was going quite slowly, and I was like, I could get him. First shot missed, so he saw me, and that made start raining away. Next shot, come up with elimination, and I literally went, oh my god! And Sarah was like, what's going on here? I was like a queer in a dildo shop. Can we say that?
I'm not quite sure how a queer would be in a dildo shop.
No, probably reserved, like most
Probably
people.
walking around going, well, that's not practical.
I was trying to be funny and it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, but I'm really enjoying Fortnite. I'm really enjoying my time. And it's got that real sucker, perfect progression that it's just not too much. Like, if it was any more, the issue with free-to-play games are, I think when you get towards the end game stuff, you're like, what? I've got to play 50 hours to go at one level? Are you having a laugh?
Yeah.
This is like, because there's always a carrot. There's like a daily challenge, or there's these new weekly challenges coming, or there's, I'm only 2 stars away from getting this emote or this icon.
Though, I will add to that is only if you've bought the Battle Pass. If you haven't, you're not getting those things.
No, but you got to say,
because I played it before, and without the Battle Pass, I was bored.
Yeah, but I mean, it's $8.50
With the Battle Pass,
$8.50, and I've already put in
£8.
£8
For
and
a 1,000 thing.
I've
And then
already probably put in, I reckon,
I've earned enough V coins from just playing to buy next season.
I've done 30 hours.
Wow.
So I don't have to buy again.
Yeah.
As long as I do the things, I will constantly be able to buy the next season.
Good design.
So you can,
Yeah.
you buy
The
once.
whole thing, purely from a design level, is genius.
I mean,
It is
their
the
skins.
perfect loot movement through.
If I could afford it,
Their
I'd
shop
get
doesn't have everything in. It's only ever a selection.
Yeah.
So you have to wait for those things. So you're always waiting. The whole thing is that whole. It's
I've
very
decided-
much
Very
a
well
loot
done,
shoot.
yeah.
I decided I am buying Rex
It's-
next time it's on there. The dinosaur
Yeah.
outfit, the skin. It's £15, but I'm like, I want it.
I would never ever spend 50.
I
quid on
don't.
this
I
skin.
don't spend money in games.
Yeah, neither do I.
See, I do because the way I see it is like, if I want them to keep making games, it's a free play. Effectively, if I
This one.
£8 buy-in
I
and
can
15
see the
quid for that,
difference
it's
of paying
20.
for it.
It's gonna be 23 quid I've paid for
Not
the
like you're
game.
giving money to EA.
No,
You are giving the money to Epic though.
that's right. Might get another Gears of War.
Bad I?
Yeah, please no. I think we're done on Gears of War now.
Maybe.
No, you are. There'll be another one.
There will be, but I think it's time
Gears
to
of War
go.
never ends.
I'm happy with
How
that
many times
now.
has it ended now?
But Bulletstorm, let's have another Bulletstorm.
Well, they've remastered that recently, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, but I want a new one.
Do you know why I played the demo for that over and over and over again, but never bought the game?
Tight,
Did you really?
little
Yeah.
bastard.
It's
Well,
actually,
no, actually,
really.
poor little bastard.
Yeah, it's a really.
I didn't
Really
enjoy.
good
I didn't
arcade
like it very much. I don't know what. I didn't like the. You got the hook.
Yeah.
That was some of the
Yeah,
the most creative kills.
I
of it.
know, but I just.
I almost exclusively was using the hook for everything.
I
Hook,
don't know.
move round, get the chains on around the neck,
For
and just
some
before
reason,
they
I
blow,
just didn't-
shotgun in the arse.
I was.
And
I
you
don't
know those
know.
names. That come
Yeah,
up
yeah.
the kill.
Oh.
I could get it. It was incredible. I just.
I would have thought it'd be right up your.
There were so many
Just
times
the
I'd
hook
do a
was-
kill
I felt
and
a
it would
bit-
come up with a name, and I'm like, how did they know I was going to do that?
Yeah.
How did they know I was going to do that? I thought I was being fucking genius, but no, they
Every
came.
kill has a name.
Yeah.
I didn't play enough of it to. Like I said, I played it around a friend's house. I think at uni, and I enjoyed my time with it. But I was like,
Well, there's a remaster I hear.
oh, there isn't.
Just recently.
But that's pretty much what I've played. That's what I
Right,
can talk about.
let's get on to someone who actually plays video games. So, I'll phone my mom quickly. So, this
Can we
week,
get your mum on the podcast?
she fucking... Oh,
Can we call her up?
I love my mom deeply, right?
Good.
But-
I'm glad to hear this.
Well, we
Holy
film it on
shit.
Monday. She's over here anyway.
Oh, mom joke, very funny. But she's fucking brutal at Mortal Kombat.
Believed you.
Twat boy here thinks he's good at fighters. My mom would rape him.
Holy fuck, we need to get your
Old,
mum in.
old school Mortal Kombat, she probably would.
No, new one.
We need to make this happen.
Anyway, let's
Pa-
move on
Patreon only, let's
from how
play.
my mom would rape Lewis to what I've been playing. So, obviously, we had all of the PlayStation Plus games come down with some really good
That's right, I need to
indie
add
titles.
I want to
my
play
library.
Claire.
So I played Claire.
Do you like it?
Nope.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
Means I'm going to like it.
no, it's harsh. Actually, it's a very nice game, which is weird to say for a horror game. It's very simple. The story's very obvious. The movement through, the way the monsters work, it's a good game. I didn't enjoy it because within the first 5 minutes I saw exactly where they were going. And it was a case of, actually, yeah, I can see why this was well received, well liked, but it's kind of like reading a book I've already read. I know where it's going to go.
So it's essentially it's well produced, but
it's well produced.
It's not.
There's a lot of nice stuff there, but I didn't feel. But that's me. Maybe you'd enjoy it.
Possibly. I'm going to play it this weekend.
Yeah, you should do. I've been playing Mighty Number 9, which was massively slated, and I don't think it deserves it.
It's like, what has annoyed me? It was slated because everyone was like, "This is not Mega Man."
It's called Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, no, it's not Mega Man. Like, are we going to compare every Metroidvania kind of guy in a spacesuit to Mega Man?
I think the big problem here is people remember Mega Man in that sort of nostalgic way. Oh, do you remember Mega Man? Whereas those of us who do go back and play retro games, play it and go, you know what? Yeah, Mega Man's brilliant, but it's a bit clunky.
I've only ever heard one Mega Man high spoke of.
Is this the classic Mega Man?
Classic Mega Man, yeah, everyone talks about it. The later Mega Mans are a bit weak, in my opinion. The earlier ones are good.
X.
Yeah, Mega Man X, don't know that.
There's one Mega Man that everyone goes on about. There's one Mega Man that everyone always says is like
it really should be Mega Man 2.
That might have been the one.
People talk about Mega Man X quite a lot.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy X.
X is one that people
X is when it went
on,
far too arcadey for me. I don't remember where X is. I remember X on the PlayStation.
Well, you get a new one this year. 11.
There were some PSP Mega Man games, wasn't there?
Yeah. There's a whole series of them. And actually, Mighty Number 9, it's pretty good. It's not great, it's not groundbreaking. But then again, it's a Mega Man game. It's free.
I can imagine it being pretty enjoyable.
It does all the best things that Mega Man did, where you get to select which boss to do and when you defeat the boss, you get a power, which is then better to defeat a different boss. So you've got this whole planning level to go through and think about where am I going to go and when am I going to do it. It's got nice challenge modes, so you're going to face off against solo challenges or just to prove yourself better than other people with leaderboards. The controls are okay. You know,
they're not bad. I mean,
it feels pretty sluggish, which is a shame considering he's supposed to be, well, not Mega Man, but Mighty Number 9. You're kind of clunky Number 9. He's a little bit heavy in his movement.
Okay.
Heavy? Is
but then again,
gravitational pull on Future?
Classic Back to the Future
try and
reference.
do Back to the Future references at the wrong point.
I liked it.
But so that one's quite good.
Well, no, you're making me not like it.
You just ruined it.
You
for the
boast
video
too much
viewers viewing it.
about
and
stuff,
then
right?
I have been playing a narrative adventure,
You
which
have.
basically comes across as a walking sim.
I watched your review.
Did you like the start?
So I saw a lot of the other reviews.
Well, what is it?
Before.
Okay, so I've been playing The Council, which is by Big Bad Wolf and has been released by Focus Home Interactive. It's the first part of a 5-part narrative adventure.
Oh.
And straight away, I saw narrative adventure, and I did say this, I hate walking sims. I said to them, look, I'm more than happy to, but I don't like walking sims. So you're more than likely going to get a shit review because I don't like walking sims. Don't give me a fucking walking sim.
So what do they do?
And then I got a message through saying, here's your code, review it, you might like it, blah, blah, blah. And in there, it also said that, there is a patch coming out on day 1. So some of the errors, have you
seen any of the other reviews?
So, no, I haven't. Because
They
I
all
don't read
mention
other...
the patch.
I don't...
They all mention the patch.
I do
What's
not
the
read
patch?
other people's reviews, because fuck them. I don't care what they think.
What Dan says, and...
So I played the game. The audio is out of sync. The video is out of sync. It's a narrative adventure where people are talking and none of it fucking works. And I'm there on the review going, oh my god, this world is amazing. The people are amazing. I'm loving the environment. But I can't fucking sit here and play this game because this is horrid.
Yeah.
And it's like, day 1's patch. And I'm like, I spoke to you about it. I was like, look, I've got this game. I've got to review it. There's some really good stuff here.
Yeah.
But because of
when's
this...
it coming out?
It's out.
It's out.
It came out on Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
So why couldn't they give you the patch?
No, I got it before it was released.
Release.
Oh, but a long
But I haven't
time
been
before.
here. Yeah.
Like a week, probably.
Yeah, a week before
They
it was
offered
released.
it to us.
They must have
I
had some
turned it down
fixes at
because
that point.
I was meant to be doing
They can't send
another
out.
game.
Well, maybe they
Of course they can.
Maybe
No,
they're
you can.
forced to send out for
No, you get it sometimes.
But-
I had it with Particle.
So, as I said to Lewis, all this happened. He was like, I'll just put out the bad review. I was like, fuck that. I'm going to wait. Thank fuck I did,
Yeah.
because they fixed it.
And fix is excellent.
And it speaks. All it needed to do was speak in time with the voices. It needed to stop cutting out. Once you had that, I had a game I really enjoyed going through. The voice acting isn't very good, and some of the scripting's pretty poor
Okay.
on it.
A lot of reviews,
But the actual world it creates and the people who are in it are brilliant. I can't say a lot about the story because, of course, that'll ruin things. But it's set in the 18th century. It's on an island just off the south coast of England. There is George Washington there, Napoleon's there. There's a whole load of these people who are all part of this secretive cult.
Okay.
And you've gone to the island to find out where your mother's gone, who looks just like Angela Lansbury. So I didn't say it in there. I put it out in all my tweets. It does. It's like Murder, She Wrote happens, but with psychos. It's awesome. And I really enjoyed it. It's only the first episode, so of course I did state in my
Obviously,
review.
you don't do scores.
I don't do scores because I think scores are bullshit, but
Do you know what it's sat at across the board roughly?
I couldn't give two fucks.
What is
But
it?
go on.
It's not done very well. It's between 4s and 5.5.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't agree with that.
But a lot of them have said
Would you put above 5?
Well, I think
I know
if
you
I
don't.
if I was forced to, it would definitely be nearer a 6 because it's a good start.
the biggest gripe people had with it was that you're rubbing shoulders with these big, amazing characters that you never. Everything felt like it was covered in Vaseline. With an art style. So I had like this everyone's face
sliding
had
all
these
over
weird
the place.
shiny textures to it. And that you
What
never
were they playing it on?
you never feel like well it actually runs worse on PC than it does on console.
Yeah, I
And,
was playing on Xbox.
And that although you're rubbing shoulders with these big characters, you never feel like you're rubbing shoulders with any NPC, not these big characters. They never come across in stature. That's what the big slate down was. That they could be anyone. They felt like they bolted a name to any NPC because they didn't. Not once did they go, oh wow, I'm talking to this person. You're like, well, great. Their voice is as boring as this person's
All I can
voice.
say to that is that they obviously know nothing about history because at multiple points John Adams is mentioned. And John Adams, if you know your Civil War history, is
he won
very
the beer.
important. No, he didn't.
He does Boston.
But anyway,
Lager.
let's ignore shitface here and let's talk about. But also Napoleon, there is a very strong revolutionary tone that goes underneath it. And if you're reading the books, which I never do in walking sims, and it's not a walking sim, it is a narrative adventure, and they put a run button in it. Thank you very much. Anyone making a walking sim, put a fucking run button in.
Or at least put things close enough together that it's not like...
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Run button.
Even
We'll
if
make
it's
it
like a
move.
3-second walk.
I don't care. Don't make me walk like a pensioner in Eastbourne. Right, I was walking through the town yesterday and there was this old woman in front of me walking so slowly. I just wanted to trip her. I was like, I'll hack your feet out. And
My
wait.
only
I
issue.
feel really kicky.
I want to play this game, but I won't play it because I've got an issue with how they've released it. You can't buy episodes. You have to buy the whole season pass. You have to spend 27
really?
quid to buy it. You can't buy. If episode 1 was 5 and I didn't like it, I wouldn't buy your episodes.
You see,
you can't
they
do
should
that.
do the free first episode.
No,
didn't they?
then
I think that's exactly what they should have done with
They've
this.
not
They
done
should have done the
anything.
free first episode.
Even just like if it was a tenner, I'd go fine. I'd give it a go for a tenner. I'm not paying 30 quid if I don't.
yeah,
like
for a
it.
whole thing that you don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 quid for 5 episodes. Like
See, that's not bad for 5 episodes, really.
I get
It's-
how long
but
an
if
episode?
you've
double the
never
price
done
of
it.
Life is Strange. And that's 5 episodes.
Oh, yeah, that's
Very
a
good.
really good game. So...
Yeah. Anal with a beer bottle. What?
Should we go on to some news? Have you played anything else? That's you wrapped up in
I
it.
played loads, mate.
Have you?
But no, jog on. Obviously, you want to spend hours talking
No,
about
no.
your games.
No.
I'll sit over and drink a beer.
I'm thinking because
Whatever.
time is running out on that, so that's
Yeah,
why I was trying to go on to the next
whatever.
segment. What else have you played?
No, I'm good, mate.
Have you-
No, I've
Oh.
just been a dick.
I don't know. Where can they find your review?
I have no fucking... Oh, yeah, the dicebay.com.
Why did you know for a second?
YouTube
Because
or
I didn't know if I put it up on the Indie-Credible.
Oh,
No,
right,
no,
okay.
it was, I turned it down because I was initially meant to get
Shit review, yeah?
I was meant to get the long reach earlier, so I was like, I'm going to be playing that. I'm not going to have time. And
Yeah.
then there was a big debacle around that. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that.
It wasn't a game I was going to play because I was expecting
Cube.
Survival of Mars.
Yeah, Surviving Mars.
Surviving Mars, sorry.
They only
But
went
I never
to-
got it.
No, if you look at reviews, only the top publishers got that. Like,
Okay.
and there's not any small reviews for it. I've only seen 3 reviews for that game, and they're from Push Square, IGN, and GameSpot.
Oh, well, IGN probably gave it a 9.
So, no, I gave it a 7.8.
Should have handed it this way. I was looking forward to that one.
Okay, let's move on to some news. We got 4 pieces of news this week, and I'm going to plug it again. It didn't get released last week because I was catching up with lots of stuff, and I was babysitting most of the weekend. But we do a new thing now. It gets released Saturday mornings, which is a weekly roundup of the news. Yeah. Normally 4 or 5 news stories. It's mostly what's covered in the podcast. I say in the videos that if you want more information on these news stories, go check out the second segment of the podcast because it's where we actually discuss it. Yeah. In the show, I literally go, this is the news, next topic, this is the news, next topic. But 4 things this week, and the first one I'm quite excited by. That's Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles is coming. Yeah, this little bad boy here.
There it is, signature copy.
Signed.
Is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Which is the perfect place for it.
It really is.
I've never played this game, but I can tell you now, it's the perfect place for it.
I thought you borrowed it.
I also did a P issue there.
Yeah. Oh. Did you? Because I brought that. Because you lent it to me.
Yeah, you played it.
And then I played it. Such a weird game.
You could probably play. You could play through it in 5 hours. I think I spent about 15 hours because I was getting all the cats.
What a surprise!
All stuff like that. So,
but no, I'll play this. I wanted to play it when it came out.
It's so because you don't fight anyone in it. There's no combat in it. It's just you walk around and you enjoy the environment.
It's good for like a Saturday morning. You know when you're waking up.
Good idea.
And like hangover game. It's a hangover game. Oh my god, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm gonna get fucked Saturday night,
Sunday,
purposely, so that I can play this hungover.
Yes.
All right.
But the draw of the Switch is you can play it in bed hungover, couldn't you, on the Switch?
Don't have to even get out.
Not even.
So I've got to say, when I'm hungover, I like to put Disney on.
But with the Switch version, it's also coming with a photo mode.
You perfected the art of being hungover, by the way. It sounds like
I'm nearly 38, mate. You get pretty good at being hungover by this point.
And you're an alcoholic. So.
I'm an alcoholic, so they go together.
Yeah, the Switch is also coming with a photo mode. Obviously, that's coming to the other games as well, which is quite nice.
That's a very feature that's appearing in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, with that game as well, you'll notice there's a couple of times where I took pictures on my phone because there's one where you have a little umbrella to float down, and I jumped off the top of this.
It's the mountain, isn't it?
Mountain. Yeah. And it's got like a day-night cycle, so you get it at the right time as the sun's come up. The game actually genuinely looks stunning. Like the lighting is amazing in it. So
it's a really nice game.
So it'd be really nice to have a photo mode in that that's local to the actual game.
I think they'll add that to the.
It's going to have a console version. Well, Prideful Sloth are the guys who published it. Yeah. And
sorry, I was trying to remember who did it, but
Prideful Sloth. I think it was their first game. And it's just a nice.
That's really nice.
If you've got a kid, I'm actually going to say, if you've got a kid and you're looking for a game for the Switch, that's like, as a fan, if you're worried about, what can I get? Can't I get the kid?
Especially if you're worried about everything's a violent game or
like there's a lot of. I've not gone back and seen what content if they put anything in updates or anything like that, but like I said, I got 15 hours out of it, and I don't know if I've got the platinum actually. I might have to go check. That's what I was going for, but the cats are fucking everywhere. Like you literally.
I didn't even bother. When there's no cats there was
no way of finding them apart from running around the map. I mean, listening out for meows.
For them meowing
or a guide, surely.
No. Oh yeah, you could go on a guide.
Yeah, probably now.
But but you understand. Games like that are that small, people don't do guides for them. So I have thought about doing guides, but they are a lot of work.
Yeah.
For probably 100 people who want to get the cats in Yonder. Like, it's not like doing a guide to GTA 5, is it?
Well, no.
Let's be honest. Next piece of news, and I mentioned this Yucatan earlier. It's got a demo and a new trailer, along with the announcement it's coming to PC and PS4 later this year with 2 hours of content.
God, I can't wait for that.
I think I'm going to try and do.
Incredible favourite.
Well, it's going to be a little while yet because obviously you're away next week. Yeah. Then you're away for 2 weeks, and then
where are you going?
Amsterdam, and then week after that. Mate.
Oh, you just eating it?
I'm thinking. I've never done edibles, so I've given it a go. Yeah. And they have like strength things.
They've got sweets. Got to try the sweets.
Oh, give that a go.
Not that I know, Mum. Just in case you're watching.
Marijuana? What's that?
I don't know this, Mary Jane. I've never drunk in my life. Shit, I'm so dead.
But obviously, then it's rezzed after that. So after Res probably now, I want us to do a kind of groupie. A groupie? Gangbang!
That's an orgy. What do you mean?
I want us to do a group let's play of where we see you can get the fastest time of Yucatan.
Oh, Yucatan.
It's not very fair because obviously I'm going to have it here, so...
you're going to be overly practiced on it, and you'll be like, I've only played 10 minutes, but if you actually play like 15 hours on it.
Possibly.
Yeah,
possibly.
Classic Lewis.
But
I don't think it matters. I really enjoyed playing that game.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
So Yucatan.
I'm actually quite sad finding out it's not a res. I just assumed it would be.
I thought it would
if
be.
You follow
if you follow the
So below this podcast now, there are links to the website where we have the full show notes, and on the show notes you'll see the Yucatan will be linked to the demo. So if you want to go check it out now, you can. 15-minute demo, and you'll instantly get the idea of what it is.
Definitely one of our favourite games at EGX.
Yeah, it kind of.
year.
We just
Quite
kept
nowhere
going back to it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Next up, we've got an announcement of a completely new game called Another Sight. Lunar Great Wall Studios. It's the first game of making Another Sight. It is a surreal fantasy game. You'll be able to see from the trailer now. You guys don't look up there.
Watched it. So.
Yeah. So it's a surreal fantasy game set in 1899, towards the end of the Victorian era, and it's got like a steampunk aesthetic to the game. It's becoming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch late 2018.
Can I be brutal?
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and was bored.
The trailer was not a good trailer.
Doesn't show anything really.
It's a very poor teaser. It's not even a teaser. It's poor trailer.
It doesn't last long enough to tease me.
Like I can
more.
get.
Didn't even get a chance.
So what?
and I was watching, guys. Okay.
So like, I get.
Didn't even get Debbie Semi job. It was just like
If Rockstar were to do that with Red Dead, I can get it. They could literally release a Red Dead.
Well, no, I mean
a panning landscape for 20 seconds, and people would lose their shit.
Literally released something of a red line with yellow and a yellow background, and everyone went fucking ballistic.
Exactly.
I'm afraid indie studios cannot do that. If you're gonna get someone hyped about your game,
especially if it's your first game.
Yeah, like the perfect teaser, I think, was that Jump Ship. Do you remember Jump Ship?
Yes.
When
they
have
clout though.
So they had but even
what are you talking about?
That was the what was the game called? So it was the guys from Playdead.
Yeah.
I mean, so when it was started on the house and it zoomed out, and then you saw spaceships going across the top. And
yes,
so
and the things coming down from the sky, and
that's the teaser. We have no idea what the story is. We have no idea how it's going to play out. Is it like what even genre it is? But we know it's sci-fi elements. We know the kind of art style to it.
It just looked like a kind of really basic film noir. Well, not even film noir.
Yeah.
We know it's the Playdead guys.
Yeah.
So we
I know you're talking about Another Sight, aren't you?
I'm talking about Another Sight. Was the one.
So the
Playdead one was fucking no, that was great.
So I put this in there from reading the press release. It's actually quite exciting. It sounds good. I like the Victoria set and the steampunk. It sounds.
I would like a proper trailer.
It sounds fun, but then I watched the trailer and was like, so the trailer's not great. But it's a game to keep an eye for, and it's coming to pretty much everything apart from PS Vita, because there's been a lot of games coming to Vita this week. But
really?
apart from Vita, it's coming to everything before end of 2018.
I might get a Vita. Should I get a Vita for some indie games, playing work and stuff?
Mate, not indie games. Get for Persona 4.
You know what? I would say get a Vita, but apart from the fact that now PlayStation are no longer supporting it in their PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
So now it's just PS4 games. You used to get free games, which was brilliant because they used to be indie games.
So you could have brought it like a year ago when I got mine about 18 months ago. You could have brought it, and then just every month you would have got free games.
Which is what I was doing with my Vita, just like free games.
Yeah.
But now I'd be in this country. I wouldn't bother because you're not going to get hold of the Vita games.
I'd get a second-hand one.
Well, you're not going to get hold of anything.
I suppose, yeah.
No, I know they're a lot more expensive. But
fuck yeah, have a Vita.
I know they're a lot more expensive, but the Switch would be the route to go now handheld because it's where everything's going.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But obviously it's 3 times the price.
Yeah.
But we've got a complete segue. Talking about the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, hang on, that nearly worked.
I know. A brand new company out of nowhere called Super Rare Games have formed to bring us, and this is a kind of trend at the moment, to bring physical copies of hit indie games. There's so many out there.
I love it. I want more.
I like it. Yeah. I like the option. These guys are, clues in the title, they are aiming to be super rare. Every title they release will only have 5,000 copies available. When it's gone, it's gone. Which is not really many at all.
You could call that.
There's also very limited edition soundtracks going along with their games, where there's only 500 copies of the vinyl soundtrack.
So you just said the word vinyl.
Exactly.
Now that gave me a chub.
First game they're doing.
I am rock hard.
First game they're doing is Human Fall Flat, which is Curve Digital published puzzle game. It's a fun game. I've played it a little bit.
It's funny.
What I find weird is the soundtrack. I don't remember that game for the soundtrack.
I didn't know I had a soundtrack.
Yeah, so that feels a little bit to me like, we just tag it on there and get a bit of extra money, which is fine. I get they got to make money, but
I want that Life is Strange soundtrack.
With that,
I want it really bad.
that comes to what it is for it to be a collector's thing. And I've got to say, I've got a beef at the moment with the whole collector's market. Because recently I managed to pick up some more Dreamcast games and bits like that, and I collect retro games. And the whole market now has become obsessed with people collecting, that they're jacking up the prices of things that just aren't worth it. So these indie games that are releasing their collector's edition, I'm really up for, but can we please make them collector's editions?
That's right. So I should probably said that. This one does come with a collector's item. So it's not.
There you go.
So this comes with.
So that's better.
So this one, Human Flats comes with playing cards, which are
Nice.
only with the back's artwork from the game. So they got like playing cards. From the
But,
game.
but that's what it needs.
Yeah.
It needs that
Yeah.
just
That's
that
why I
one
like
thing to
these
make it collector's. It's
Super
like
traditions,
Yonder and
because they come with the coins
Yep.
that are linked to each one, and they come with a nice art book.
well,
which
like
is
when I got the Modern Warfare ones back when Call of Duty was
Remote
good.
control car.
Yeah, you used to
The
get that. I
RCXD,
didn't
Black Ops.
get
What was
that one. But,
Night vision goggles.
night vision
Yeah.
goggles.
Too, yeah.
but you had all of these great bits. I mean, Destiny did. You got the Ghost,
Yeah.
which was in there. There were lots of things that made it actually collectors. Where a
Is
lot
it
of
even in
ones
there?
now
It is in there.
release collector's
Don't do that,
editions
bad boy.
that just aren't.
So that's in-game
Collector's.
Put
currency.
that out of focus real quick.
That's
There you go.
That is in-game. So that's the in-game currency.
Oh, that's cool. And a
An art book.
companion book.
But that's what a collector's edition needs. It needs that.
I still think these guys. I still think.
This was done by John, aged 8. He has syphilis.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa!
How did he get that?
I don't fucking know. Ask his parents.
Oh, poor John.
I do think Signature Edition are the best collector's editions at the moment. I think personally, limited run games are all right. They do,
Yeah.
but their collector's editions are expensive. Like the Gone Home one's amazing. Comes with a cassette tape and all this 90s memorabilia.
Oh, mate.
But it's
the
like 90
one they
quid.
did for
Strafe.
Strafe.
Yeah, but it's like 100
It
quid.
came
isn't
on disc, an old floppy disc, and they had all sorts with it. And it was like, oh my god, I want that. But yeah, it was like 100 quid.
But
I would have fucking.
I
if I had the money, I so would have got that.
I'm always staring at collector's editions of anything, and they come with all this weird shit.
But I
that you
really
never
think
get.
that's
I'm
what
like,
we need to start
it.
doing with physical editions. Because
Yeah.
you download games now. I mean,
Give me some more incentive.
but
to
if
get a
they
physical
put
edition.
those bits in there, oh my god, I want them.
Oh, yeah.
Ukulele put it on their music on vinyl, and
Is it good
coloured
music?
vinyl. The music's alright, but I don't care. It's coloured
Colour
vinyl.
vinyl gets me so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I want that at home.
I really. Oh,
My wife will come home like, Dan, are you cheating on me? Yes, I fucking am.
I saw a.
It's called coloured vinyl, bitch. Cope with it.
Have you
I saw a
seen?
picture disc for Back to the Future.
Oh,
HMV.
What's the?
And I was like,
Oh, mate, I have a
I got talked out of it, and
hologram.
I'm so upset.
I've got a hologram disc
Fuck
of
off.
Star Wars. And the middle bit of the label, the music,
Fighter?
is the TIE fighter that spins.
God.
Oh my god. First time
That
I played
busted
that and I
up for
saw
that.
the TIE fighter
Have
going
you
round,
seen them?
I jizzed.
Literally,
Oh,
it's
a hologram,
it makes a hologram
that as you spin.
that
Really?
floats above
I've
the
also
disc.
got Jack White
Yeah.
from his one that he did, which has an angel that spins on it and plays at different times. So you've got to adjust your vinyl player to play at the right speed to play it. And one plays in towards the centre and the other side plays out. And you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
Should we? Well,
Just
that
fucking
does wrap
beautiful.
up the news. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
full piece of news. So
What were we talking about? Sorry.
I don't know.
I've had a mangasm. And
our main,
Do
our
you
main,
have facts in here or anything?
our main topic is not longer, but it's going to probably take a good 30 minutes, and that is where I'm gonna. So you guys don't actually know the
No.
nominees, do you?
I've heard a couple, but
Okay.
I
I haven't heard
them 'cause
any
my
at
brain
all.
is
So
useless.
we're going to go through the nominees for the different categories at the BAFTA Awards, which I want to say is the 12th of April. I'm pretty sure that's the date I saw. I might be wrong on that, but anyway.
Who knows?
You can watch it live in the UK. You can stream it through. The only place I know to stream it is IGN, but I'm sure there are other websites you can stream it through.
It's on TV also.
I know the
I'm
game
sure there
ones-
is.
Game,
I try and avoid
game is not,
IGN as
game
much
is
as
not on
possible
TV.
now.
I think.
Fair enough.
So fed up with them.
I think they have. I might actually think for the UK they might have rights through because they have rights with Twitter now, don't they? They stream all their stuff.
Do they?
Yeah. Do you remember their big thing at E3 last year? You remember this, don't you?
Yeah.
They had they had the live. They basically were live all of
All the
E3
way
and
through.
on Twitter 24 hours a day, basically. Well,
Yeah, I
not
forgot
24
about
hours,
that.
but 20 hours a day, whatever it was. Mental. But yeah, so we're going to go through our nominees the nominees not our nominees, the nominees.
We're not nominating
BAFTAs
anyone.
We're in
categories.
charge of the BAFTAs.
And,
We aren't
uh,
associated with the BAFTAs in any way.
Are we going to predict? We're going to predict who wins at 4 beer and
Do you need
pizza.
a pen or something?
So I will need it. Yeah. BAFTAs, Gaming Award BAFTAs are coming up, and there are, I want to say, 9 categories overall. But we're going to go through
it
them.
on your phone.
I have, but I've got them as photos.
Okay.
So the first category we're going to look at is artistic achievement. So
Cuphead.
unlike
No, you're right.
Fuck it, Cuphead. Done.
unlike the Game Awards that we done, where they had a little 2-sentence paragraph where it said what they'd be judging.
What it is, yeah.
This is take the title as you will.
Okay.
Okay.
So this
Who are
is
the nominees?
artistic achievement. The nominees are Cuphead,
Yep, done.
Gorogoa. Do you know Gorogoa?
No, I don't.
No. Well, we know.
Gorogoa is so it's released as a mobile game, but you can get it on Switch now, PC. I think you can get it on PS4. It's a very short game. It's kind of no, it's not wall. It's like hand drawn, but there's like segments, so lots of kind of segments to it, and the way it goes around. It's artistically, it's very nice. It's very unique.
So is it kind of like a
artistically.
comic strip?
Yes.
So I'm trying to
but-
figure out the segment.
Yes, but so comic strip like, but in a kind of contemporary artish manner. Does that make sense?
Depends what you mean by contemporary art.
Okay.
Sorry.
I just literally.
My dad is an
Let's get out
artist,
now.
so contemporary art means a whole fucking bundle of crap.
Okay.
How contemporary are we talking here?
Yeah.
We're talking this week?
Gorogoa. I think that's how I spell it.
Weird autofills.
Why does it say Pornhub as soon as you write?
That's amazing. I've never seen it go like that. The second you click on it,
I
it's
don't know
like
why
Pornhub.
I'm on 4G and it's not working.
Bestiality. What the fuck?
I know.
Asian
I
boys
hate
do dolphins.
transgenders.
Nice link to previous, mate.
That's
really
alright.
good.
We're looping it back
Oh.
around.
Right, there we go. Oh, come on. This is not making very good watching.
Let's move on.
or
Gorogoa.
listening.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Gorogoa is
Like,
comic
on
strip.
the,
There you go.
Did we do Not So Indie Show last week? It was what we loved about.
So it's like
He
this.
made me play music out my phone on the podcast.
So it looks
So
like
he
this.
doesn't give a shit about copyright anymore.
So it looks like this. So comic strips are when you move things around.
It's like one of those old sliding puzzles.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But
That
then
is
they
very weird.
play like that. So it's very,
It's all about the art.
yeah, basically.
Okay.
So that's Gorogoa.
Look up here for what we're seeing.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put it up there. I'll put it up
Okay.
there. Gorogoa, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice,
Love that game, but I wouldn't give it artistic achievement.
Who's this?
Horizon Zero
Oh,
Dawn,
you are shitting me.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
What?
and Uncharted Lost Legacy for artistic achievement.
Can I just
Uncharted?
say the
I love
last
Uncharted, but
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I know.
for artistic achievement, the last three are no.
Yeah.
And probably Hellblade, I'd put in the no because artistic achievement. We're talking
Yeah.
about something that has gone beyond.
What I will say,
artistic.
okay, I'll
It's actually
defend.
a hard choice
I'll
for me.
defend Hellblade in the fact that if you're looking at modern art, how it combines FMV with gameplay.
It's not the first one to do that.
No, it's not. But it's probably
Night
the best.
Stalker did
First
No,
that.
but it's
to
the
do it
best
well,
one.
maybe.
It's the best one last year. And this is last
Okay,
year.
okay,
So
okay.
the bottom three, no. Horizon, I love that game, and people will go, "Oh yeah, but the artistic creation of the Robo Dinosaur is brilliant."
I'm
Great.
sorry, did you
But
not
no.
watch Transformers?
Yeah.
We've had.
And
Transformers
I am
2
not.
years ago.
I'm not gonna.
No, back in the fucking 80s.
Oh, right, okay. right.
We had robot dinosaurs.
That is true.
I begged my mom for fucking ages to
I'm
have
not-
Grimlock.
And you're
Didn't get
still
it.
waiting.
Didn't get it.
Sorry for people who are watching.
fucking
I'm
Battle
looking
Cat.
down a lot because I'm making notes of what we say.
He's going down a lot.
and,
because
That's right, guys.
Zelda,
Big hero.
I'm on my third beer, so
I'm not gonna
everything's
hate-
about porn now.
I'm not going to hate Zelda any more than I have in the past because I don't hate the game. I actually quite like the game, but it's
I
not.
hear he
it's
hates
not an
it.
It's not artistic achievement. So anyway,
I reckon I'm going to say
Cuphead.
so the nominees are
Cuphead.
Cuphead or Gorogoa because the other three don't count. Oh, four don't count.
It's Cuphead.
I'm going to say Cuphead. I don't know Gorogoa well enough, but
Yeah.
I do
Actually-
also think that actually the BAFTA people will go for Cuphead.
The thing
And
is...
it's not because for money reasons, but I do think there is a real heyday.
Well, I said to you,
back
Cuphead
at
won
the 1920s.
the Dice Awards. It won 3 awards, but all the awards it won, it fully deserves. It won for score,
Yeah.
not sound design, for score,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for animation, and
Yeah.
for art.
yeah.
Thing is, yeah, I actually, now that I'm saying Cuphead, BAFTA aren't as like with the trends.
BAFTA are not sellouts.
Exactly.
And they don't sell out. But
So
I
now
don't think...
I'm wondering.
But I don't think Cuphead's a sell. I think Cuphead's a winner.
I
but
think
I've-
artistically...
I've gone for
I
Gorogoa.
feel like we give Cuphead a lot of hate, but Cuphead's obviously like an artistic achievement.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's a hand-drawn game. It's beautiful and everything. But Gorogoa it's that art.
I don't think it is.
It's a real art.
The issue
No,
with
no
Gorogoa
accusations.
is it released as a mobile game.
Can I
And it didn't get
also
the-
state that,
didn't
that
get the media
visually,
push of-
it's actually not contemporary art. This is the type of
Okay, yeah,
art
that was coming
I
from
would
me.
have seen.
I was like,
I would
Yeah,
have
they
seen.
didn't say that.
no, they didn't say
From-
that. That was
It did-
my
no,
naive.
It looks like
This is
stuff I
this
saw in
is
school and
my
stuff.
this is the sort of thing I would have seen at a HNC show, which is a higher national certificate art show. This isn't
Students,
something
basically.
that before they've made it to degree level. These
Yeah.
aren't people who are really pushing the boundaries and looking at it. It's good art.
I'm
but
sticking
it
with
isn't-
Cuphead, but I'm
Okay,
not
so you guys
convinced.
got Cuphead. I've gone Gorogoa.
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
be different.
it's-
I'm surprised you're not picking the ones you want to win.
Okay, so
Yeah, like you did
we can't,
last time.
I'm
we
randomly
can't
gonna
spend
choose this
ages
one.
on these games. Come
come on, man.
Zip through,
So
zip through.
audio achievement.
Oh,
so audio
shit.
achievement is going to be probably sound design.
Hellblade.
Call of Duty World War II.
Nominees for audio achievement are Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Horizon Zero Dawn, Star Wars Battlefront 2,
of these.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. Now, again, I will say it's not soundtrack, it's not
Yeah,
audio
so
design,
Hellblade.
it's audio
Hellblade.
achievement.
Hellblade.
It's Hellblade.
Audio.
It's Hellblade. I'm sorry, but the rest of that is just a fucking laughing stock.
Star Wars does it great, but they're not sounds they're making. That's sounds they're reproducing from
Yeah.
films that were like 30
Destiny
years
2,
old.
the sound is not great.
Oh, not,
No,
I don't
not
know
at
about
all.
that.
Not-
Call of
I-
Duty.
that's
Call of
the
Duty
sound's
World War II.
fine.
Are you saying Hellblade as well?
I'm saying
Yeah.
Hellblade, yeah. The
I'm
sound's fine in World War
actually
II,
not
but it's
saying
nothing
Hellblade.
groundbreaking.
That
I
doesn't
do-
surprise me, but we've already know that you're shit at
I
this
do
game.
think Hellblade should win it. I don't think Hellblade will win it.
Hellblade will. This
I'm
is BAFTA,
saying
mate.
Star Wars because
Nope. This is BAFTA. No, if this was done over in America, and I'm sorry, our American viewers, but if this was done over in America, it would be about who had the most money. This is BAFTA, and BAFTA don't give a shit.
I will point out, didn't Star Wars, the films, win Oscars for sound design?
Of course they
Didn't
did, because it was amazing.
that's why I'm saying Star
But
Wars.
they're
Did
not
you-
going to win it for this. No, Hellblade will win it for this, and I'll
Okay.
give you two good reasons. One, fucking amazing sound design.
is incredible.
Two, it's a British company.
Which leads on to the next game. Thank you for that. The next category, which is best British game.
I know,
Is
our
it-
game of the year is on there.
Is it-
Holy fuck!
Nominees are Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Monument Valley 2, Reign Her Majesty, Sexy Brutale, Sniper Elite 4, or Total War Warhammer 2. This is a fucking tough category.
Let's be clear straight away. Sexy
Yeah.
Brutale won our game of the year for last year.
I really want to put. I'm saying Sexy Brutality.
And it's just such a
saying
bitch.
I'm not.
I know.
I
but
What are
want
you
it to
going
be-
for?
I
What are
want
you
it to
going
be-
for?
doing
What
a
are you
Lewis
going
here.
for?
I'm going for Total War Warhammer 2.
No, that won't.
No.
That won't.
Nah, that's the worst one on the list.
Yeah.
No, it's not at all. Sniper Elite 4 is
Oh yeah, no. Sniper Elite 4 is.
But I'm going for that because I don't know who votes for these, but if critics vote for this, there's a high chance that could win. Because out of review scores, that is the highest by a mile.
Well, I see your logic. But Sexy Brutal for me because
I would love to see the Sexy Brutale win.
I'm proper doing a Lewis. I wanted to win, so I'm
I've
not.
got to say,
That's
this is
what
a
I did
really
last
hard
time,
one.
and it didn't work for me. So now I'm going.
Yeah, why would that work for you? You
What?
set down the rules for that.
So now you're going what?
So
I'm
now
going to snort cocaine off the table and just go with whatever comes to my mind. How are you going for Total War?
Highest
Because it's the
review score.
highest. It's the highest review score. out of
These
all
aren't
those.
done by reviewers. This is done by the BAFTA people. These aren't reviewers.
Don't try and make him right.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Total War.
Okay, Sexy
I've got
Brutale.
to say, Sexy Brutale is an amazing game and it fully deserved Game of the Year. And
You're gonna go Hellblade, aren't
I'm
you?
gonna go Hellblade,
we
but
would.
it really is. If Tom wins this,
I'm
there
representing.
is no hard feelings at all because
To be saying for Hellblade, even though I'm yet to play it.
It's on sale at the moment.
You don't have any money.
Hellblade. I think Hellblade will win because I think it's going to hit that Oscar thing. It's one of those ones that really did talk about depression and talked about
fair
psychosis,
enough, yeah.
and I think that's why it'll win there.
I'm going for Sexy Brutal on a
Because
design
it's-
standpoint.
Well, here you go then.
Sheer game structure.
Sexy Brutale is also nominated for the next category, debut game, best debut game. That nominees are Cuphead,
No,
Gorogoa, Hollow Knight, Night in the Woods, The Sexy Brutale, or Slime Rancher.
I am once again going Sexy Brutal.
It's not a bad shout.
I'm going Sexy Brutale. Cuphead doesn't deserve it. I think it's a great visual game, but I actually don't think it's that good a game. And lots of people are raving about it because they're not very good at it. But Gorogoa I haven't played, so I don't know.
I've not played
so I
it
can't comment on that.
I've
Night in the Woods is very good, but I don't think it's as good as Sexy Brutal.
It ends poorly.
Slime Rancher isn't that great. I enjoyed it, but it's just a moment of fun.
What a debut Sexy Brutal is, you know.
It's
such,
fucking...
I will say,
I think
Hollow
that's come
Knight...
from a proper veteran.
I haven't played Hollow Knight.
I've not played much Hollow Knight, but it's very well
I literally
received.
know nothing about Hollow
A lot of people like
I
Hollow
haven't
Knight.
played it.
But
I'm going to have to go with Sexy Brutal because it was our game of the year.
Yeah.
And it was the one I spent ages banging on about.
And
it.
that's why-
And we all finally played it.
And that's why I'm going to Cuphead.
Okay. That's right.
No, fair enough.
Let's
Fair enough.
move on.
We
Next
already
one.
know that Lewis always buys the pizza and
Let's
beers
not
in
wait
these
for
games.
these pizzas are
Best,
delicious.
and I like this category, evolving game. So this is
Ooh.
a game that's kind of obviously evolved over time.
Sorry, I'm
So the nominees are Clash Royale,
Oh shit!
Final Fantasy 15, Fortnite, Overwatch, PUBG, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Now, I'm going to be honest.
Hang on,
four
hang on.
games there can win that.
Hang
easy.
on. When are they talking about Rainbow Six?
Yeah, so
It
that's
depends when that stops.
so it's the whole of
Because the new
whole-
stuff they brought to Rainbow Six is fucking
It's
amazing.
just the whole
I
of
know what
last
I'm gonna
year.
say.
It's the whole of last year.
I've got mine.
Oh, it's
ready.
last year, so it
No,
doesn't
no.
count what they've done now.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
For evolving game, this is so because again for Fortnite wasn't great when it first released. It had like 4 points of interest on the map and things like that. This is all the way up to when it's announced when they win the world. Only 4 evolving category I checked that.
I'm saying Fortnite because it evolved into a new fucking species.
No, that is very true. It
Yeah.
started as a PvE game, co-op PvE game, and then
Base building,
became...
survival game.
I'm going to go with that as well. For another reason as well, for the amount of people who watched it on Twitch with Ninja and Drake and all of that lot. I think everyone's going to turn around and go, oh my god, that must be important
Now,
because who gives a shit about Drake?
Drake is the most overrated piece of garbage on the planet.
I want, and let me finish it. I want Final Fantasy 15 to win it because that game over the last year has had 5 character DLCs released and an online multiplayer thing.
That doesn't feel like evolving to me. That just feels like additions.
The stuff that should
No,
have come
'cause-
out with the game at the start.
No, because the DLC stuff so the season pass thing, only 3 of the episodes are in there. They then brought another 2 extra episodes and a whole
but
online
did
multiplayer section.
did it change the game?
The online did, fuck me, yeah, massively.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to vote for that. I'm actually going to go for Rainbow Six Siege because
Okay, yeah.
it's always in the background. It, like,
You do you, man. Whatever.
so,
I've got to say there is a kind of, I hate to say this with Lewis, there's an intelligence that goes with Rainbow Six Siege. It has done. I know. It has. He's absolutely right. It's a game that's been in the background, that's been doing incredibly well, has been able to improve a lot of its bits going on, has been adding new game modes. I mean, obviously,
It's Fortnite.
I'm going with Fortnite,
Yeah.
I
but
think
Rainbow Six Siege is the dark horse in that
I would
category.
like to see Fortnite's nominated for another game later on, but I'd like to see Rainbow Six Siege win that because the fact that Ubisoft, when it first came out and it didn't pick up the steam it wanted, they could have. EA would have gone, done.
But they did this. They've done the same for the Division.
Ubisoft stuck with it, and then and fair play to them for sticking with it. And the hardcore fans have now grown into a.
I'm starting
Proper full-on
to
community.
re-like them as a company.
Who's this? Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, because I started to dislike them, but now I see they're like.
Now you watch them next to EA, you're like, oh my god!
Well, yeah. Well, anyway, it's
Okay.
EA. But you know how just quickly they went from ruining Assassin's Creed to being like, we'll take a step back, give it a couple of years, we'll make a new one. They don't give up on their multiplayer games that don't perform well.
We've got a lot.
Whoever
to get through.
took control of Ubisoft and their manager and said, look, we're going to start taking a step back, fucking genius,
Very
deserves
smart.
every penny they earn.
Yeah.
Because it was that one move that saved the company.
Do you not know who it was?
No,
It was Timmy Mallet.
it was Timmy Mallet. And he had the two people designing the games next to each other. He got
Tom
his
doesn't
mallet
know who
out,
Timmy Mallet is.
and he was like, you will get a fucking
He doesn't know who
blaster.
Timmy Mallet is.
I'm just enjoying the name.
Yeah, but most of our audience won't. Anyone in England will know, but
How has
anyone
he
out
not
of
been
England
done for
won't know. What?
Paedophilia.
Wait,
What, Timmy Mallet?
Yeah.
We're just waiting, mate.
We are, aren't we?
just waiting.
I mean, Rolf. Like when Sarah said to me about Rolf Harris, I was like, "Are you really surprised?" He sung about 2 little boys.
Yeah.
Like, I really like Timmy Mallet. I'm surprised that he's not been picked up yet. Anyway, let's not go into that. Best family game. The nominees are Just Dance 2018, Lego World,
No.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I'd still argue that is not a family
How's that
game.
a family game?
Monument Valley 2. It's a fucking mobile game, not a family game. Snipper Clips and Mario Odyssey. There's only one winner there for me. Whether it will win or not, I don't know. But there's
Mario
only
Odyssey.
It's Mario Odyssey.
No.
What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus.
So what are you saying?
No, listen.
No, go on, tell me.
You know
tell
what I
me.
said? There's only one winner there. It won't win, but it's one. Snipper Clips is the best
It's
family
not-
game.
it
You
doesn't
sit
matter
down
if
and you
you
play
can-
against the family.
Do you not understand the
Why
game?
are you doing this again?
We're trying to guess what they will pick.
What will actually
and
win,
Snipper
not
Clips
what you want
is
to
not
win.
a family game.
It's a fucking brilliant family game.
No, it's a good game, but it's actually not a family game.
You play with 4 players.
I have a family.
Lewis,
Trust me,
You
it's not a
aged
family
me.
game.
You aged me severely.
Super
if you
Mario
go back to
Odyssey
the
is
first
going
one
to
I
win.
did, I look much younger.
Also, I have logic behind that. It won 3 awards at the Dice Awards that everyone thought it wasn't no chance of winning. Picked up family game at the Dice Awards.
Mario Bros is going to win.
Yeah.
I look forward to
Buying us pizza and beer.
bathing in my victory.
What, like you did last time?
Yeah, I remember how
Right, what have we got?
how
Okay,
confident he
we're
was.
not gonna do the next one. Or you can do it if you want, but
What the fuck is Game Beyond Entertainment?
yeah.
It gets really boring.
No, so
Life
it-
is Strange
Oh, it
Storm
does
wins
more
that
than
one.
just being something
So
that
it's
you
got a
play.
hidden message.
It's
It's got a hidden message.
That's
in it.
Hellblade.
Yeah. Do you want to
No,
do it? Do you want to
Before
do
the
it?
Storm.
Do you want to go for it?
Why? Because that's
I wasn't gonna do it because there was a few games there we hadn't played, and I didn't know if you guys wanted to do it or not.
my.
Oh, I say we skip it. I don't
skip
give a shit
it, skip it,
Okay.
because that's a bullshit category.
Game
design.
design.
Oh,
This is a big one.
shit.
Hello.
The nominees are
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Oh.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nier Automata, Super Mario Odyssey, and What Remains of Edith Finch.
Game design. Now, if any of the first 3 get it, I will kill myself.
No,
So
see, no.
Zelda will get it, won't
I
it?
can understand Zelda. I can kind of understand
No,
Zelda
because
winning
it's
it.
all been done before.
It's been done
It's
before.
nothing-
They've just polished it.
It's nothing new.
Yeah.
They polished
Mario
it.
shouldn't get
Yeah,
it.
but this isn't innovation. This is game design. This is
Yeah,
the game
but-
released with no bugs. Was it a fun game to play? Zelda didn't have a single. Like, you can't argue Zelda winning game design. Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
because game innovation, yeah, best
Near Automata is what I'm going for.
Automata.
What? How do you say it?
Yeah.
Automata.
Automata.
Automata. Near
It's not Automata. Automata is something else.
Is it? Near Automata.
Near
sounds weird.
Automato.
Near.
No, there's no tomatoes.
Is it near a tomato? All right, you're saying.
It's near a tomato.
Are you saying?
It's tomato
You
town.
haven't seen the US office, have you?
No, I
No,
haven't.
because I'm going to give them an all tomato, so they can either have none of the tomato
Or all of
they
it.
can have all of it.
So you're saying near?
Yeah,
Okay.
You
I'd like to
next.
see that win it. I would like to see that win it.
Edith Finch is great, but
I haven't played it, and I'm never going to vote for a walking sim to do
I think you
anything.
should play Edith Finch though, because it's different.
I'm going to go for it. 'Cause I don't think it'll win it, but I really, really love the
You
game.
can get past the
What's
first.
that?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed won't win.
Switch
won't.
it free in Egypt.
I'd love to win it.
Right, it's going to be a Nintendo game. It's going to be Odyssey or it's going to be Zelda. I think it's going to be Zelda.
I think you're right.
This isn't what I would pick. This is what I think
You think
BAFTA are
BAFTA
going to.
would
I
pick
think
this?
BAFTA are going to pick Zelda.
I think they might see past
Look, so
this.
far we
I don't
haven't.
think they will.
So far we haven't said Zelda will win a game. Thingy. Zelda's going to win.
At least
something.
one, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think in this one, Zelda's going to win game design.
Fair enough.
I want it to be Near Automata, but no, I don't. I think it's going to be.
Next up, game innovation.
All right.
Gorogoa,
None of
Hellblade:
those.
Senua's Sacrifice, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Near Automata, Snipper Clips, What Remains of Edith Finch.
I'm going to go with Near on this one.
So am I. That's the only one on that list that I can consider doing anything.
I don't
innovative.
think. I think Hellblade is brilliant audio-wise, but I don't think it was innovative. I haven't played Gorogoa.
Edith
Legend
Finch
of
is
Zelda
really cool,
was there.
but I don't know.
I don't think
it innovative.
Snipper Clips is not
You
innovative.
guys going?
Yeah. What are you saying? Edith
Oh,
Finch.
okay, so it's going to be between Near and Snipper Clips, to be honest. But I'm going to go with Near.
Okay.
We're not going to do the next one because it's mobile, and
No.
none of us really
Fuck
play
mobile
mobile games.
games.
Although I did play a mobile game this week off everyone's recommendation. Fucking brilliant.
I'm also
It's
playing
called
mobile game.
Florence.
What's that?
It's about a relationship, and it's
You have the nerve to start a podcast last week about me spending time with my 14-year-old daughter to watch Once Upon a Time, and now you're going to talk about a game that is very
just go-
much a girly sim.
Oh no! Trust me, this is not a girly sim. This is very
don't know
adult
girls.
themed. This is very adult.
I was
themed.
playing Does Not Commute You played that?
No, I haven't played that one.
Again.
If you go on Twitter and type in the hashtag of Florence, it's hugely spoken about at the moment. People are really liking it. But it's very adult, very
They
adult.
think they're talking about
Porn
Florence the
everywhere.
Machine.
But no, I won't go on to it loads because it's a mobile game.
Anyway, so
So we're going to go
What
on
we got
to
next?
multiplayer.
Fortnite.
Divinity Original Sin 2.
I want to play
Fortnite,
that.
Gang Beasts, PUBG, Splatoon 2, or Star Trek Bridge Crew.
I really want to play Star Trek
Bridge Crew
because
I'm
it's an
dying
amazing
to play it.
multiplayer game.
Yeah,
Have you not seen the gameplay of that game?
yeah.
It's hilarious.
If we had £1,000 to set it up, then we could play it together.
And we would.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
we would, because I would piss you guys off something.
I would
rotten.
be fully
You'd be like,
character as well.
Shields full of head.
Yeah.
We got shields full of head. Turn those shields
Shields,
down.
shields full of head. No, self-respecting Starfleet captain. is gonna say
Shields full
something
of head.
So
No, no.
ridiculous as shields full
No,
of
Rob.
head.
You're not
hear
going
him
to
go.
be. You're not going to be captain, so you wouldn't be saying.
I don't want to be captain. Captain's useless.
Yeah.
I'll be captain.
Yeah,
Right.
fine, go
So
for it.
basically, we'll ignore you and do this
Yeah,
stuff actually
do
matters.
what actually
We'll
works.
communicate properly.
Yeah.
I'm all up for Helm, by the way. Helm or tactical.
Yeah, okay, I'm good with that because we can be either. I'm a Helm or tactical, so
Oh,
we can
nice,
just
nice,
switch.
You're going to be T-boy for mate.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't want to be science officer.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, on a bridge of a starship, you need science officer.
Surely you would have been in the lab.
Spock's a science officer.
Surely you would have been in the lab.
He doesn't know who Spock is.
I don't know. He's got pointy ears.
Well, that's better than I thought.
And he does this.
Yeah, that is better.
He does.
He's a Vulcan, isn't he?
He is very.
Hey,
not meant-
fucking
Fuck you,
yeah.
But he's not meant to show emotion, but he's half human, so he
does, yeah.
and his human side is what the Vulcans think his downfall is. And
Oh my god.
I mean, come
You're
on.
like a full
No,
on
it's
Star
just
Trek
like
fan.
it's the most two
What's his
dimensions
dad's
you can
name?
get of an alien.
What's his dad's name?
Lord Vulcan.
Lord Vulcan.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Lord Vulcan. How you doing? Welcome to my planet. We got beers.
He's
Let's
not
get
on the
at it.
planet. He's just from it.
I love the
like
idea
we
of
are.
being Lord Vulcan. I think we should change him. You're no longer called. It was Sarek, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sarek, yeah.
You're no longer Sarek.
He's
You are
an
Lord
ambassador.
Vulcan.
Pretty cool guy,
Best
to be honest.
multiplayer game. So Divinity Original Sin 2, Fortnite, Gang Beasts, PlayerUnknown PUBG,
Player unknown
yeah,
PUBG.
Splatoon or Star Trek. I'll give you Star Trek is a good multiplayer game, but how's it got in there over other games? I don't know.
Fortnite. Fortnite's the winner.
How-
Fortnite's the winner.
I mean, PUBG.
I really want to play Divinity Original Sin. I haven't played it. It is the game I am
going
desperate to
PUBG?
play.
I'll be down for PUBG.
Are you going PUBG?
I'm feeling PUBG.
Okay, cool.
Can we say PUBG a couple more times?
PUBG?
PUBG?
Tom,
That's not PUBG.
Are you just writing wrong next to it?
I'm going Fortnite.
You're going Fortnite, you're going Fortnite. It's only because you guys are like proper like
good.
jerking it to Fortnite at the moment.
That's good.
Yeah.
Music. Best music.
Dragon Force.
Cuphead. Get Even, the game you played. Cuphead.
Actually, no. Actually,
Cuphead.
Is it quite good?
there's a pop song in there that I was like, woo! When I was playing it.
Get Even, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Horizon Zero Dawn, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and What Remains of Edith Finch.
Cuphead.
I can't believe Get Even is nominated for a BAFTA. Holy fuck. I'm sorry, we don't really deserve any.
That's what I love about Indecredible. We are fucking brutally honest.
I mean, it's not awful, but it's not BAFTA.
it
winning.
definitely doesn't deserve.
Holy, if that gets a
You're saying
BAFTA,
Cuphead?
I'll eat
Yeah.
my own skin.
What are you saying?
Alright? I will say music.
I
Music.
say Get Even now.
Yeah.
Support it all the way.
Best part of the podcast yet. Tom, single note, just blasting his way through it.
Just hurry up. It's going to be very annoying.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't know. Cuphead, why not?
Yeah,
Cuphead.
go on, Cuphead.
Yeah.
We're all going
I think
Cuphead.
it's going to win.
It's a damn good soundtrack.
Sound design, different, but...
Yeah, the music, really like.
Narrative. So best video game narrative.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically,
Sorry, I've just seen the
basically
last
story.
one. Hilarious.
Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice,
I like these numbers.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Night in the Woods, Tacoma, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Wolfenstein: The New Colossus.
Jesus.
Wolfenstein: New Colossus, I've not played it, but apparently the story is very hard hitting and very good.
Okay.
They don't hold any punches.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to have the same impact as some of the other ones on there.
No.
Because it shouldn't. It's Wolfenstein. I like a good gritty story in there, but then again, I also want dick jokes and I want Nazis being punched in the bollocks. I mean, these are the things I expect from Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
So you can't have that and also high-class literature.
I am very stuck on this one.
Right. Obviously, two of them on there that probably deserve it are walking sims. So they can suck a fat one. So I'm going to go with Hellblade because, that game affected me. You know, earlier we were talking.
That's a good way to put it.
Earlier for our Patreon people, we were talking about Jim Carrey and a moment that changed them.
Yeah.
Hellblade changed my opinions on games and the possibility of telling stories that Hellblade did.
What are you going for, mate?
I do worry that Edith Finch may be better. I don't think Tacoma is. But from what you guys have sold me with Edith Finch,
I'm starting.
I've gone for Edith Finch. I think Edith Finch is better than Tacoma. I love Tacoma.
I think it's very different.
But in terms of narrative, I think Tacoma's a bit. I don't know.
Edith
from
Finch
what you
really
sold
drew
me,
into
it's so much more intricate, and it's so much more.
What, Tacoma?
No, Edith Finch.
Edith Finch. I thought Edith Finch was more intricate.
I know, actually.
Like based around the one family. And having that one family playing as a baby and a teenager.
Yeah,
and
it's Edith Finch.
That's what I think.
Finch,
I'm happy to lose that one, though I'm still not going to play a game that doesn't have a run button.
You don't need Edith Finch. You definitely don't need Tacoma. You should play Tacoma.
No, I'm not going to play that.
Original property.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm going to say Edith Finch. Just because it's on the list.
I think it means that it's the first original game. So, obviously,
Hang
game
on.
could be...
Cuphead's just a shmup.
Yeah.
How is that an original game?
No, so...
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Original game...
Like an original IP, I think.
Original IP. So they've created those characters, Mugman and Cuphead and that.
That's actually a good point now. So now I've said that.
So...
Well, then it can't be Unknown Battlegrounds because all of them are just
PUBG
generic.
Is a mod from Z1.
I'm going to say Horizon.
I think you're probably right there.
Okay, I am... I'm going to make weird noises until I make a decision.
How about one prolonged night? And then I'll harmonise with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say...
Oh, man, I feel like that bit out of Dark Crystal where all the old dudes got together and did the...
Can't relate, not seen it.
How do you not know Dark Crystal?
I know of it.
You haven't seen it?
I've never seen it, yeah.
I've said Cuphead. Best new property.
I've got a lot of life to live.
No, you don't. That's the problem. Trust me. As I'm about to hit 38, there isn't a lot left, man. We're dying every day. I don't know what pick. Do you need to change? Okay, I'm going to go with, for this one, I haven't played it, but I'm going to go with Edith Finch.
Okay. That's good.
And I haven't played it, but it's on a BAFTA thing, and I do think Edith Finch
it's a very BAFTA
win.
It will get a game. It will get an award somewhere,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And do you want to do the last one? Performer.
Right.
So you got...
Oh my god,
okay.
Ashley Birch is on there.
Yeah. So you got... I'm not even going to try and say his name and butcher it, but the guy who played Bayek in Assassin's Creed.
No,
he's no Ashley Birch.
Ashley Birch, who played Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Claudia
Black, who played Chloe
excellent.
Fraser in Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Laura Bailey,
who played Nadine Ross in Uncharted Lost Legacy. Melina Jungens, who played Senua in Hellblade Senua Sacrifice.
Yep.
And Valerie Rose Lumen, who played Edith Finch in What Remains of Edith
I'm going to go with Melina
now
because it was
probably a
face cap and meant, but Laura Bailey.
You're making a smart choice, Dan. You're making a smart choice.
That's all I've done. I haven't gone.
I'm going to make an emotional choice.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I don't. No offense, Mrs. Birch or Miss Birch, not Mrs. Birch, but. I don't think you deserve a BAFTA performance as Aloy.
But oh my god,
and you're finding it. But obviously, I can't betray
your
Ashley.
Your loins.
Yeah, my loins. But Ashley Birch is the greatest voice actor of our time.
So you're saying Ashley Birch?
How can you say that with Laura Bailey on the list?
Well, I mean Ashley Birch.
You seen Laura Bailey?
No. Don't need to, because I've seen Ashley Birch.
I'm going to say Abu Bakr. My boy.
Oh God.
It's not actually purchased it.
I want him to win.
Also-
I was right. 12th of April. Yes.
But also,
done. First
I
thing
don't
remember
get
is
how
the
you
number.
play these games, right?
Well, what?
You can't. Right.
Assassin's
the best
Creed?
thing about this.
Show
No,
you.
Assassin's Creed. I really want to borrow it, but
It's
right.
digital, I'm afraid.
Oh shit.
I know.
Bastard, I forgot
But-
about
Did you?
that. Yeah.
You come up with these games, and your thing is how is BAFTA going to vote, and then you spend the whole game how you're going to vote.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
I've done it
I was
twice.
going to say something. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something then.
Yeah, don't. This
As
is
a
the
joke,
one that goes
but I
out to
thought
everyone.
It might
Yeah.
not go very
Oh
well.
my god, he managed to censor himself. Look, we made
That's
him
incredible.
grow.
You're doing well.
He's grown as a person. See what Indie-Credible podcasts are doing. We're making Lewis grow as a person.
Fixing him.
Oh god.
We try
Anyway,
our best.
That does wrap up our nominee or our predictions for the BAFTA nominees and this week's Indie-Credible podcast. As always, guys, we really appreciate you watching or listening, whatever you chose to do, and we really want to hear from you as well. Comment on YouTube, and we'll read them out. We've got some comments from previous episode, but because I knew this nominee thing was going to go on a little bit longer, next week we're going to have, because it's just me and you, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're
I'm
gonna
not
read
here
out-
next week.
We're going to read out
Once
some...
again, we're phasing him out.
Yeah.
So.
That's why you're away for 2 weeks, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
Because we don't have to phase you out, we just get the fuck rid of you.
We're going to bring it up, right?
But we are, so we're going to do, the final segment next week is going to be reading out 2 pieces of feedback each.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
Dan,
So
you look so hot.
That's my feedback.
So you can comment on comment below on YouTube if you want, and that's probably the easiest way if you're watching the video, or if you're listening through iTunes or Soundcloud, then email podcast@indie-credible.com, or get in touch with any of us through Twitter. The handles are up now, but you can find me at What's Up Woody, Dan's at The Dice Bear,
Yep.
and Tom is at Shriek and Profit. Again, the name's there now. So
Please
you can
follow
see exactly
Tom.
what they are.
Believe it or not,
You
I'm
follow
still
Tom.
there.
He's still there.
Okay, I did a tweet, kind of.
Today you did a few.
Yeah, I was
Yeah?
tweeting like a madman. You should have seen me.
There were like 3.
There was like at least 3.
Yeah.
At least.
Bonkers. Most you've ever done, isn't it? Your tweet's probably up to 9 now.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've nearly hit 4,000. You're nearly at 9.
That's right. I'm catching up.
And so yeah, if you do like what we do, guys, then the best thing you can do is we really appreciate you subscribing to us on YouTube. It will really help us get above that 1,000 view or 1,000 subs, which will help us get affiliated. Not affiliated. It is affiliated, isn't it? Affiliated with YouTube. Get back on there.
It means we get money from
I think it's
advertising.
the partners.
It's
for
partner
you.
program.
And it helps
actually-
us grow as a business and bring things like the weekly release videos, which I know so many people like. People comment on them all the time. And our reviews, it gives us more chance to do that. If you really, really like what you do, then you can head over to Patreon. Your name will be up on the bottom at the beginning of every video, just for $1. And also you'll get exclusive access to pre- and post-show content, which we're going to go and record now. It's about 30 minutes each week, which I think is pretty damn good for a dollar. As
We
well
should
as...
cut it down, to be honest.
As well as...
1
We-
minute.
The problem is we can't. It's like the ending
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We just can't finish it. We
No.
just keep
Oh,
talking.
no,
We just keep
And I
talking.
really need to pee, and I'm the one
and
who's
that
saying
is
it.
Too.
Oh,
and that's-
dear.
And I'm closer to
Patreon-
the door.
Oh, I'm going to fart.
Patreon.com/IndieCredible. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We are going to go have a piss and then record the post show.
Post-show.
And if you want to hear that, over on patreon.com/IndieCredible now for $1. Thank you so much.
Other
and
side.
Until next week, adios.